Oh, so we get this show on the road, buddy?
Let's go ahead and get the show on the road. Because we already lost 2 minutes. Hey, everybody. Episode 15. Oh, my God. We're on 15 already. Wow. That's going pretty quick, huh?
It's been a hell of a ride.
What are we going to do? We're going to have like an anniversary party or something.
I know.
Like, on what episode is our, like, 100?
100.
That's our... Okay. Well, that's a long time.
How about...
That's like 2 years for doing these one a week.
How about... We could do 50.
50? Let's do quarters. Let's do 25.
25, okay.
So we got 10 more to go. We can party. Don't know what we're going to do. Maybe get an ice cream cake. So, ladies and gentlemen, episode 15. We've got some NXT TakeOver news. We got SummerSlam news and some Raw news. And then we also have a top 10 favorite Packers. Green Bay Packers. What other Packers are there?
I have no idea.
So, okay, NXT was on Saturday. Always a good show. Always. I consider it better than the actual pay-per-view, the Sunday pay-per-view. I think I can't even pick a favorite match, but Ricochet and Cole.
That was probably
my favorite. That was really good.
I think that match was the best match of the weekend myself.
Yeah, they just work so good together. It's
the opening match with the tag teams.
I didn't watch that much because I'm not a fan of either one.
The only thing I liked about it was that the Undisputed Era won, and then the War Machine came out and beat them up.
Yeah.
I love the War Machine. I don't think they're called the War Machine in WWE.
They changed it to War Raiders. But Ring of Honor, the War Machine was awesome.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I don't know. I understand trademarks and stuff. They had to change their name, but War Raiders, who came up with that one?
I don't know, but I'll still call them War Machine.
Machine.
Look up War Machine, Ring of Honor.
They could have came out to Kiss's song, War Machine. That's my favorite Kiss song. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kairi Sane beat Baszler.
That surprised me.
Beat Baszler.
I didn't expect that one. Although a little unpredictability, doesn't hurt. I
liked it. That was a really good match.
Yeah.
Like, Sane just held her own.
She's not as big as Baszler, but watching her in the Mae Young Classic last year, she stood out.
Yeah, she can take a beating.
Yeah.
Baszler kicked her ass.
Yeah.
Literally. So we were kind of thinking maybe Baszler would have showed up and interfered at SummerSlam.
Maybe they're just going to save that for Mania.
Yeah, because I saw a picture with Ronda and the belt and the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
4 Horsewomen, sorry. What else happened at NXT? Velveteen Dream, that was a really good match.
I love that guy. I don't know, is he the greatest wrestler? Not right now, but I'll continue to say this. He's got the Rock's charisma.
I think that's what it is.
His charisma is off the chart.
Yeah.
When he wore those tights the other night,
call me up, Vince.
I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah. He's got a little bit of Ravishing Rick Rude / Rocky Johnson or Rocky Maivia. So, yeah. I'm not a fan of EC3. I'd like to know how many times a day that guy tans. At least 7 times a day, right?
Do you see the gash he took, like right here, though?
Yeah, that's okay. His face is already a mess anyway.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, we're missing so much because the whole NXT show was just awesome.
Gargano.
How did I forget that? That was our favorite match. Last Man Standing.
That was a damn good match.
That was really good. And Ciampa gets handcuffed and still wins.
And I did hear that Johnny's injury might be legitimate too.
Ooh.
I hope it's not. I hope it's just a storyline injury.
Okay, so then if it is legit, you got Johnny Strong. What's his name? Johnny Gargano. Who's Johnny Strong? Strong Style? Why am I thinking?
I don't know.
I'm not drunk, I swear.
That's right. But
Okay, so if Black is hurt, Gargano's hurt.
Well, Black will be coming back soon.
Okay, it's not.
It's not. He had surgery to repair something in his groin, like his groin muscle. That sounds funny, but
I bet you that's going to be Ambrose's next injury. He's gonna mess up his vagina.
But football players have groin surgeries all the time in their back in a few weeks, so it shouldn't take that long.
And I think it's just a matter of muscles probably healing. I don't know if it's a torn muscle or I don't know. NXT is awesome.
They are.
I love NXT.
Why? Because Triple H is the sole booker.
Let's see.
Raw and SmackDown would be better once the old man retires, and you know who I'm talking about when I say the old man retires.
We know. We know. You got anything else with NXT? Okay, so let's go to SummerSlam. What happened with Strowman and Owens?
I don't know.
I think Owens took that bump on the ramp.
The chokeslam?
I think he took that hard and probably got a concussion and probably shit his pants. Told the ref, "Hey, let's take it home early," and it was literally one power slam later and it was done.
Because he didn't put up at all Raw.
No, I think he probably suffered a concussion because if you go back and look at it, his head does bounce off that ramp. So he took a bad bump. Yeah. Otherwise, that shouldn't have been a squash match.
No, it shouldn't have been a squash match.
When they've been in a Hell in a Cell, back and forth for how long, and now it's going to be a squash.
I said a couple weeks ago I did think Strowman was going to win. Initially, I thought Owens was going to win, but like I said, they kind of played it out the last couple weeks how he could lose.
Yeah, I kind of predicted
but I didn't think he was going to be a squash match though.
Yeah. Tell me about Ronda. What do you think about Ronda? I'm a little disappointed in the whole Ronda match story.
I was thinking about this. I think they're going to build Ronda up as like unbeatable until next year's WrestleMania.
Okay.
I think the main event of next year's WrestleMania.
Main event?
Main event. They're going to do a main event. The women are going to main event WrestleMania.
No. Okay, keep going.
It's going to be
title for title.
It's going to be Charlotte versus Ronda. I think that's why they had Charlotte win. Because Charlotte's a name. I'd love to see Becky, but Charlotte's a name that people recognize.
Yeah. Okay, they're on different brands, so how are we going to get there?
I don't
Revolution,
know.
or what is it called? Evolution?
Oh, Evolution?
Your cord's on this table.
Whoop. Cut that out.
Is that it?
But
that would be, I guess that'd be cool. I highly doubt Vince's going to let women main event WrestleMania. It'd be cool. Maybe if he's not in charge, then maybe it would be doable. But I don't.
No, last year nobody thought they were going to have all women's pay-per-views. You never know.
Ronda she's mainstream. She's all over. She's all over the internet, TV.
They're getting a lot of free publicity from having Ronda Rousey as their champion.
Yeah, I could see it happening. I guess that'll sell tickets. Where is next year's WrestleMania? That's New York.
New York.
Yeah. How many seats does that place hold?
Probably 70, 80 grand.
70.
70, 80,000, I think. It's a football stadium. Usually, most football stadiums are 70, 80,000.
Yeah. Maybe then they can fill up the ringside with another 5,000 seats. Yeah. It's a lot of tickets. And I guess Ronda's probably the only one right now that could probably sell out a big place, a big venue. I don't like the way Ronda had her makeup. I don't like the way she had her hair braided. I don't like how it was a squash match. I didn't like any of it. I like Ronda Rousey. I think it's too early to put the belt on her. If the soonest should have been probably the women's pay-per-view, Evolution. They probably could have kept that storyline going a little bit longer. And now, I don't know. Now she's just going to start just beating everybody.
Well, that's kind of what they did a few years ago with Brock. Before he was a part-timer when he first came back in like 12 or 13. But then the last couple of years he was like, you never saw him.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about that Brock Lesnar, but when he first came back, that's what I envision them booking Ronda as, you know.
Okay. We'll see.
Remember Brock destroying Cena in a squash match, and that was a main event of a pay-per-view.
I almost thought we were going to get a squash match with Reigns and Brock the way it started out. I think I sent you a WTF text when that was going on. The first 30 seconds, Reigns was just spears and Superman punches all over the place, and Brock was not protecting himself. Nothing. I'm like, are they really going to end this like that? Just like drop the belt that easy? I fell for it. I fell for it. It was cool to see Strowman come out and say, hey, whoever wins.
Yeah, but they made Strowman look like a complete fool.
Yeah,
complete fool.
But we predicted that too, that Strowman's going to be stalking and hunting the person with the championship. He's not going to do anything dirty. So I think he's just going to be chasing the belt now. It's probably going to, the Shield's back together. They're going to protect Roman. I see the Shield, I don't know, maybe a 3-on-1 with Strowman. Baron Corbin's GM now, so he's probably going to be pulling some dirty shit, right? Or Finn Balor and Strowman, they're buddies. They've tagged together. Maybe we'll get something like that.
6-man tag Shield versus Balor,
Strowman
and Lashley. Get Lashley away from dumbass Elias. He doesn't need to be with Elias.
They're totally every week. What did he do? Is that who he came after last night on Raw?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
He came out after somebody, and it's like, what?
Oh, Elias can't. Well, you're talking about Lashley or
Lashley
versus Corbin to open up the show.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I've never been a big Baron Corbin fan, even in NXT.
No, never. He's just a dork.
Just because you're big doesn't mean you're a good wrestler.
No. Demon came back finally. That was pretty cool. I kind of predicted that too. I think when Corbin was coming out and he was saying, "Come on, little man, let's fight, little man." I'm like, "Here comes a demon." I knew it was going to happen.
You know how I figured it? I figured it out like early on.
Like when? Before me?
You know why?
I was probably first.
Because why else would they have that match?
Yeah.
Third from the top.
Yeah. It was cool.
Cool.
That's the only time I like Finn Balor is when he's the demon. Even then, it's a little too theatrical for me, like Broadway-ish almost. Like, But yeah. Let's see. Seth beat Dolph Ziggler.
Very good match.
Very good match.
Very good match.
Becky Lynch.
I got something to say on that.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did finally did something with her. But that tells me that there's something wrong with creative. That you had to waste Becky Lynch for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
She was always a good wrestler. They have a problem because the fans are so jaded with baby faces. They have a problem pushing baby faces.
Yeah, because
I don't get it.
Fans don't fall for baby face anymore.
It so drives me nuts.
The cool thing is to cheer for the bad guy. You can't. I think babyface is dead. You can't be. You got to be a tweener or a heel, super heel.
Becky Lynch. I've liked Becky Lynch for years. She hasn't changed.
Yeah.
She hasn't. I like her now, and I liked her 6 months ago. It's just because of the dumbass WWE Universe cheers these heels, and creative does not know how to build up baby faces.
Yeah.
I think the actual last baby face, like white meat baby face, not like a tweener baby face, but was probably Daniel Bryan, and that was how long ago?
And that was over. And I think the problem with Roman Reigns is they were trying to make him a baby face.
He's not.
He's not.
He's not that type of character.
No. I think that's why fans hate him, because they're forcing the baby face on him.
He's John Cena 2.0.
Yeah. So I think the Shield needs to be heel.
Exactly.
To make Brock at least get a pop, you know? Did I say Brock?
Yeah.
I meant Roman.
We're not talking about that name ever.
I'm tired. I'm tired. So Becky Lynch, is she heel or face?
They kept pushing. The announcers kept pushing about her being a heel.
I don't think she's heel.
What she did, I would have done in real life.
Yeah.
You know,
you're only part-time heel.
I'm a part-time heel, but
Yeah.
that was a one-on-one match until Charlotte stuck her nose in.
Yeah,
So
I
don't think Becky's a heel.
Becky was just fed up, and it's just like, I've had enough. This is bullshit. I got screwed. I knew this was going to happen, so I'm going to kick your ass.
But after I saw that, and the crowd reaction to it was awesome. But after I saw that, the bigger takeaway for me is they just do not know how to push baby faces. They don't. That's why I don't want Johnny Gargano coming up to WWE, because they'll shit on him. Unless
he's Daniel Bryan 2.0. That's the only way to get him over as a face, is to treat him like a Daniel Bryan, the ultimate underdog. Because Gargano's not that big. Was he 5'9"?
Yeah.
If that. But he's an awesome talent, just like Daniel Bryan.
Speaking of that, we forgot to throw Miz and Bryan.
Oh, that was another good match. Love the ending. That's what you wanted. So hopefully that storyline carries on, and it might even carry on into Evolution with their wives.
Brie and Maurice.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. That was a really good match.
Or have Daniel Bryan against the Miz inside the Hell.
Or that, yeah, we could do that. That's probably going to be next. That's Hell in a Cell's next month, right? Next pay-per-view.
I think so.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Wives will get involved. It could also be a mixed tag too, because neither one of the women have wrestled in a while.
Yeah.
Maurice just had a baby. She might not want to get in the ring. So we'll see where that goes. What else on? Oh, Raw. We saw Ronda take out Stephanie. That was kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah. And then Angle getting put on vacation.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a real vacation. No, you don't think so? He was going to Barbados.
But then have Corbin be the interim general manager.
That's dumb. Bad stuff's going to happen in the next couple weeks. How long is Angle gone?
I have no idea.
Goddamn dog upstairs. Son of a bitch.
And then last night, Strowman looked like he was going to cash in the briefcase.
But the bell did not ring.
The bell did not ring.
Let's clarify that, because people are freaking out.
The bell did not ring. I knew that right away. I don't know why people are freaking.
Because the marks out there they don't understand the schematics to some of this stuff, you know? Like, you can come out, cash it in, or hand it over. They announce it.
This is what I don't.
You got to start the match before it's legit.
This is what I don't get about wrestling fans of today. I know
they're dumb.
I don't know. It's gonna make me sound like I'm 84 years old.
Yeah.
But they were just popping big time for Strowman last night. Mm-hmm. He was gonna cash it in, and they were just going berserk. and then Dean and Seth came in, and they're cheering for him. So you can't. So you're cheering this guy. He might cash in on this guy, but this guy's two best friends come over, and he beats, and you're still cheering. Make up your mind.
Yeah. The wrestling fans, simple minds, simple pleasures. You have the reunion of the Shield, which is cool.
But they did it last year, though.
But I know, but as long as they come in to save Roman, who they were just booing, and then they're gonna crap on Strowman, yeah, there's just no loyalty.
30 seconds earlier, they were cheering Strowman.
I don't get it. I always cheer for Roman. I don't know why people crap on him. I just don't get it. Okay.
He's gotten better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good wrestler.
Even his mic skills have gotten better over the years.
Yeah, he overdoes it sometimes. I wish he would just watch himself, go back and just some of the little goofy mannerisms and stuff.
Well, like I told you earlier, though, if the Shield are legitimately back together for like 5-6 months, because I don't think this run is going to last long.
No.
I think eventually Ambrose is going to turn.
Yeah, he has to.
But while they're together, I wouldn't have Roman say absolute one word. I would have Dean and Seth do all the talking.
Yep. Just like before when they started.
Exactly.
Let him be the muscle.
Exactly.
Do the heavy lifting. Anything else happen on Raw? We didn't see Kevin Owens.
No.
We think he's hurt.
One thing, I got to go back to Summerslam for just one thing.
Backtrack.
Yeah.
Do it.
Strowman comes out, he's going to cash in.
Yep.
Reigns goes to spear Brock. Brock moves, and Roman goes flying into Strowman.
Yeah.
And then Brock does the F5 on the floor to Strowman and hits him a few times with the chair. And you don't hear from Strowman the rest of the match.
He died.
But I think Strowman was the same person that got smashed into a garbage truck last year at a pay-per-view, and he was on Raw the very next week. So one F5 pretty much eliminates you. Just something I was thinking about.
Yeah, I know they sell stuff at different times, and every week is different. It's just, you don't know what you're gonna get sometimes. So, just doing his job. Is that all we got for Raw?
I think so. The SmackDowns tonight doesn't really do anything.
No. Jeff Hardy got his belt back, right? No, he didn't. You sure?
No, he did that. He tried to do that swanton, and he missed.
Oh yeah. That was.
Oh my God! As soon as that happened, I texted him right away. I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, that.
I know it's fake,
but that's hard.
Yes.
There's no give right
exactly.
there. That's solid steel with 1-inch foam. That doesn't bounce. Ugh. Somebody else did a move like that on the side. Forgot who it was. Was it Cole and Dream? Did they do something? I don't know. It's just that apron right there. That's solid.
I thought it was cool on that in that Gargano Ciampa match when they kept rolling back the ring. I've never seen it. All my days of watching wrestling, I've never seen the actual wood part.
Yep. Yep. When I was a ring rep, that's how I guess paid my dues when I was wrestling, is go set up the ring, take it down, set it up, take it down, set it up. So yeah, they look like they have like 2x10s strung across, and then there's probably a beam going across the other way that's probably either curved or with a dip. So when those boards are straight across, they're not, sitting solid. So when they bounce, but they don't collapse, break. Yeah, the rings I put together, I don't remember 2x10s. I thought they were bigger sheets. Still, rings, you land on that, it hurts.
I believe it.
Even running the ropes, that's probably what the second most painful thing to do in wrestling is run ropes, because those are just steel cables wrapped with some plastic. I remember having bruises and calluses under my...
Well, Edge, I was watching a shoot interview with Edge, and they said when him and Christian were training, that was by far his least favorite thing to do, because
Run ropes.
Run the ropes, and then you get all sweaty, and once you get all sweaty,
You slide off.
yeah. So he said he would have blisters like that big on his ribs.
Yep. Yeah. Pro wrestling, it's not as glamorous as it looks.
So I say I hate it when people
Fake.
call it fake.
That hurts.
And I will always come back to this argument when people call it fake. I'll always say, you watch movies, don't you? The guy at the end, he's an actor. He doesn't die.
Yeah.
That's fake. But you still watch it.
You know how many people watch soap operas
Yeah, exactly.
every day of the week at 11 or noon, whatever
Those
it is?
are actors.
Yep. Courtney didn't really cheat on Stefan or whatever. I don't know. Are we good with wrestling?
We're good with wrestling.
Let's shut it down. Let's jump into our top 10. Top 10. This week, we're doing top 10 Packers. Not top 10 best. I went with my favorite.
Yeah.
So I don't have stats. I don't have this person had a better record than this player. So I just went who's ever my favorite. So it's going to be all over the place.
My favorite team growing up was the Packers. So.
And I don't really have a favorite team, so this was harder for me. I've got favorite players from all over.
I mentioned to you, and I'll mention to the folks out there, Sundays around Halloween, the day before if the Halloween landed on a Tuesday. They would always do the trick-or-treating on the previous Sunday. Like if it landed on Wednesday or before or after, they would do the Sunday after for trick-or-treating. I can count on maybe 4 or 5 fingers on how many times I went trick-or-treating when I was a kid.
Because football's on.
Because the football's on.
That's dedication. That's dedication right there. I love it.
Yeah.
So, lifelong Packer fan. Give me your number 10.
My number 10, I had this guy's jersey when it wasn't even a jersey. It was like a cloth.
With a number on it?
Like a t-shirt jersey, but it had his name on the back. I had this guy's jersey when I was like 5 or 6. And the Packers, believe me, were horrible when I was 5 or 6. But guy's name was Lynn Dickey.
He went on to coach the Packers too then, didn't he? Didn't he coach them?
I don't think so.
Are you sure? He was a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Could have swore he went on to coach the Packers.
He might have. I don't remember, but he might have.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not. I love the name though.
Some people might remember the name Lynn Dickey.
I remember him. My number 10 is John Kuhn.
Ooh, I had him on my honorable mention list.
I liked him because every time he'd do something great, Kuhn. And he was just, they didn't use him a lot. Just a big fullback for third down to get those extra 1 or 2 yards, but he was just like a snowplow. He would just pound his way through. So yeah, that's 9. Number 10, you got number 9.
My number 9 is, if he wouldn't have gotten into some legal trouble, I think he would have been unbelievable as a Packer. But he unfortunately, his off the field got him in trouble, and they had to trade him. But he was the first real deep threat as a receiver I loved. His name is James Lofton.
Oh, yeah. What kind of legal trouble did he get into?
He got accused of some stuff with women. I'll just keep it to that.
Yeah, I remember him.
We got our own watchdog for Stevens Point main event.
What are you going to do? The rent's free here. My number 9 is Greg Jennings.
Ooh, good. I like that one.
Yeah, just an awesome receiver. Super Bowl, what Super Bowl was it?
45.
45, yeah. So, yep. Greg Jennings. How many receptions and how many touchdowns? I have no idea. I just liked he could run fast.
Good, very good receiver.
Yeah.
Very underrated receiver.
You got number 8?
My number 8, he didn't play for the Packers that long. I would think probably, if I would have to guess, between 4, 5, 6 years, probably 5 or 6 years. But I just loved his style of running. My number 8 is Amon Green.
Oh, on the nuts. We haven't had one of those in a while.
At all.
Cool. Yeah, he was my favorite running back. Is
But
he
he
like the
only-
all-time leader for rushing?
I think he is.
Yeah.
But he only lasted in Green Bay like probably not long.
3 or 4 years?
Yeah, not long at all.
And you know what? The Packers never really had a standout, amazing running back, have they?
Because they're always a running.
They're
a passing
always,
team.
yeah, they're a passing team, but still. Amon Green, yes, I enjoyed him very much. Even now, I think he still lives in Green Bay and is doing a lot with the community.
Yeah.
So, how about your number 7?
My number 7 is from the Holmgren Wolf era. I just, you know how much I love blitzing defenses, and this guy was the best blitzer I've ever seen. One of the best. Leroy Butler.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I thought of him. He's probably been honorable mention for me. My number 7, James Jones.
Ooh, that's a good.
Yep.
That's a good pick.
He's just like, even off the field, he's just a good person. Don't tell me what he does. I just know I've read stuff, and he's a good person. He's like humble,
He
you
works
know.
for NFL Network now.
Yeah, he was a good player. I was sad when he got traded. Would he go Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about your number 6, please?
My number 6. When I think of a Packer, I think of this guy. That's all I'm going to say. The former 7th round pick, Donald Driver.
Ooh. Yeah.
Nobody gave him a chance. Your 7th round pick, you're
Seventh
barely
round
going to
pick.
make the team.
Yep.
And then he had like an amazing career.
A very good career. He's doing seatbelt commercials now. You know. Awesome. My number 6 is Mark Chmura.
Ooh. He was on my honorable mention.
Was he? I liked him so much. I had a Chmura jersey. And one year, after he got into trouble with
16-year-old girl.
16-year-old girls in a hot tub, my ex-wife put on a schoolgirl uniform, and I went as Mark Chmura for Halloween.
Yeah.
And took the little ones trick-or-treating, and every other house just laughed. They got it. It was kind of a sick joke, but that's my humor, I guess. So 6. You got 5.
My number 5, I don't really have a reason, just because I think this guy was an amazing player and an even better person, one of the best people I've ever seen on a football team. Jordy Nelson.
There's another on the nuts. Bam. Yep. I like him. Very disappointed he got let go. Business is business.
Yeah.
So,
It's not going to be the same without him.
but it looks like it's David Carr's favorite new weapon.
Derek Carr.
What did I say?
David Carr.
David Carr. He sucked. Yes, Derek Carr. Yeah. Raiders. I like the Raiders this year. Those two, I think, are going to put up some points. How about number 4?
Oh,
Yeah, we had on our
yeah,
notes,
that's
bro.
right. I forgot. My number 4, if he wouldn't to have gotten hurt, he would have broke all the records, and he would have been a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 is Sterling Sharp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I had him on here earlier and moved him around a couple times. Yeah, I liked him. 96, did they go to the Super Bowl? Was that
Yeah.
97?
And he got hurt in like 94.
94?
Yeah.
So, no, wait, he wasn't in the Super Bowl?
Nope.
Oh.
It was a routine block, and he was just blocking, and something in his neck pulled, and that was it.
Never played again?
Yeah, he didn't play the rest of the season, and then he retired at the end of the year.
What do you think of his brother, Shannon Sharp?
I can't stand him. Cannot stand him.
Me either.
Loud mouth.
He's just so
Loudmouth.
loud and arrogant. I don't like loud and arrogant. Where are we at? That was your 4?
That was my 4.
That was your 4. My number 4 is Reggie White. I've got an action figure of him somewhere.
He's a little higher
In a-
list.
I figured he was probably your top 3. Yeah, I loved Reggie White. He was just, what they call him, the Minister of Defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about your number 3?
My number 3 is, I'm not even going to introduce him, Brett Favre. He did awesome. I know there's going to be a couple of people out there I know who are going to be saying,
You know who you are.
yeah, are going to be Brett Favre number 3.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
He was awesome. I can't even.
Yeah. One of the best.
One of the best.
Ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Ever.
In the NFL, ever. Oh, my number 3 is Donald Driver. We discussed him a little bit. I liked him on and off the field. You know, another one that's just a genuine good person. And that's, a lot of these on here are good guys off the field. I don't like the loud, arrogant players like the, who's the ass in New York?
Oh.
The 3-name guy. Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, Odell Beckham.
Des Bryant. I don't like these arrogant pricks that gotta score a touchdown and do the Macarena every week, you know? Just stay humble and be professional, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing about the Packers. You know, they do the Lambeau leap, but they don't sit in the end zone dancing and doing stupid stuff. They shake hands and hit the sideline. I love it. How about number 2?
My number 2 is Aaron freaking Rodgers.
On the nuts. Yeah. So, okay, I guess I know who your number 1 is.
But Aaron Rodgers, not just the Packers, I've literally never seen anybody as accurate throwing the football as he is.
Yeah.
And how you were talking about you don't like cocky, arrogant athletes. Rodgers he's got that.
He's got a
confident kind of.
It's confidence.
I like that though. You know.
But he's not a dick about it.
No. But you gotta kind of have a. You gotta be confident, but not too confident. You know what I'm saying?
There's a
thin line there.
You have to toe the line
Yeah.
between that, and I think he does a fine job.
And I know some people are going to say, "How come you put Rodgers ahead of Favre?"
Yeah, that's my question.
My answer to that is consistency.
Yeah,
I love Brett Favre. Don't get me wrong,
but he was.
But there was always that 3 or 4 passes during a Brett Favre game. You're like, what in the world was that? I don't have that issue with Rodgers.
Sling happy. I've only got 5 interceptions this game. Let's go for 7. Yeah.
This guy over here is single covered, and this guy might score, he might not, and this guy has 3 people around him, and Favre would always throw over in double, triple coverage.
I think a lot of the Brett Favre great receptions were luck. You know, he threw a lot of crap, and he made his receivers had to really step up because, yeah, he threw a lot of slop. That was your number 2?
Yeah.
That was my number 2. So your number 1 is Reggie White.
Yeah, my number 1 is Reggie White. He changed the culture in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Because I've said this before and I'll say it again. African American athletes were not going to Green Bay before Reggie White.
No.
Once Reggie White came to Green Bay, all the other African American athletes came to Green Bay. Keith Jackson, Sean Jones, Santana Dotson, Gilbert Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love Gilbert Brown, by the way.
Yeah, he's an honorable mention.
Yeah, he's one of my honorable mentions. But they would have never came to Green Bay before Reggie White.
There were black players.
There were black players, but not good black players.
But not good black players.
Yeah, like Pro Bowl black players.
Yeah. So that's I don't know if that's Wisconsin. I don't know if that's Green Bay.
Well, plus Green Bay was terrible in the 80s growing up.
Oh my God, they sucked.
They were terrible. That's why I get in arguments with my fellow friends that are Bear fans or Cowboy fans, and I hear this, I've always hated the Packers. Now I say, no, you didn't.
No, you
I
didn't.
said in the 80s that was 2 wins. You were guaranteed 2 wins
Yeah.
against the Packers. So no, you didn't hate the Packers. You started hating the Packers when they started getting good again.
Mid 90s,
Yeah.
early 90s even. When did Favre show up?
92.
92, yeah.
Which shout out to my cousin Bill.
Hey, Bill.
He went to Favre's first game he ever played.
No kidding. When Mikowski got hurt.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. And that's why I put Brett Favre number 1.
I don't have an issue with that.
You better not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Brett Favre. Yes, he did throw a lot of slop, but he did have a lot of great performances on the field too. So I put him at number 1. You have any honorable mentions? I'll grab mine. It's a shorter list this week. And, I know we said Amon Green already. Wait, you had Amon Green. That was on the nuts. Never mind. Gilbert Brown, that's what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about.
had Gilbert Brown on my.
We didn't mention Randall Cobb. He's pretty good.
I had Clay Matthews.
I don't know why I don't like him.
It's the hair, isn't it?
I don't think maybe it's the hair, and he just seems, I don't know.
Keith Jackson.
He's always hurt. Chris Jackie.
I forgot about Chris Jackie.
For a kicker,
Yeah.
I liked him. Antonio Freeman.
I had Antonio Freeman down there.
Charles Woodson. I can't forget. That's my number 11.
Charles Woodson. I forgot about Charles Woodson.
Why? How could you?
I know.
Thought you were a Packer fan.
Oh,
But yeah, I did some moving around here. I had Bart Starr and Ray Nitschke on here.
I threw in one that I used to love when I was a kid. He didn't last for the Packers. He was just an unbelievable hitter. His name was Chuck Cecil.
Chuck Cecil. I don't know him.
Look up Chuck Cecil on your phone.
Chuck Cecil.
He broke his nose every single game. He would be kicked out of the league. He would be kicked out of the league now. That's how hard he hit.
Really? Hey, what do you think of Tony Mandarich?
Worst draft pick in the history of the world.
Oh, yeah, that guy sucked ass. Horrible. What school did he come from?
Michigan State.
Yeah, he was supposed to be like this.
My biggest problem with Tony Mandrich is he didn't stay on the roids. He should have just stayed on the juice.
It was legal then.
I don't know why he
Or
went
they
off.
hit it better at least. Yeah, that dude was a bust, huh?
Well, plus that was before Ron Wolf got into Green Bay,
Okay.
and
When was that, like 88,
89.
89?
If Ron Wolf was that he went to draft to Tony Mandrich, I can guarantee you
No. Ron Wolf. That's my number 12.
that. But Mandrich, there's a reason why his teammates called him Mr. Medicine. You know, that was his nickname
Really?
in college.
Really?
Hello. Do your research.
And he had the mullet, too. Remember the mullet? Mullet?
Yeah, I remember them all.
Okay. I saw a kid at the gas station with a mullet the other day.
That should come back, I think. That look should come back.
No.
That was cool.
I had a mullet in junior high.
But the 89 draft, it was back for the Cowboys. The Aikman.
Troy Aikman.
Aikman drafted first. Mandrich second. Third was, I think it was Deion Sanders. No, third was Barry Sanders. Fourth was Deion Sanders, and fifth was Derek Thomas. So
Packers passed up on... Wasn't Brian Bosworth in that draft, too?
I don't know. I think it was a little earlier than that. I think he might have been a little earlier than that.
I like Brian Bosworth.
But here's the deal. I read an article that said because the 1988 season, the Packers had the worst record going into the last season,
Okay.
last game, and if they would have got the worst record, they would have drafted 1 instead of 2. And
Oh, yeah.
and they said, and the article said that if they would have gotten 1, they would have drafted Aikman.
Aikman.
Which means if they would have drafted Aikman, 2 years later, they wouldn't have traded for Brett Favre, so it would have completely changed history.
But would they have used Troy Aikman? Would Troy Aikman be as good as he was in Dallas? Would he be that good in Green Bay?
See, I've always thought Troy Aikman was one of the more overrated quarterbacks.
It wasn't bad. I liked him at UCLA. I forgot what bowl that was. I remember watching that bowl. It was New Year's Day or something. I'm like, oh, my favorite.
But him with the Cowboys, he wasn't horrible.
No.
But when he had the offensive line Dallas had, you had Irvin and Alvin Harper on the outside, Emmett Smith behind you. You didn't really have.
He had a lot of that's it. He had a lot of backup. He had a lot of starring players there. So that's our top 10 Packers. Anybody else you want to mention? I think you. What's that bottom one? Oh, KGB. Yeah, Kareem Gobble Babar. What was his name? Kareem Gobble.
I never could pronounce his name.
Kareem Gobble Bobble.
Kabir Kabila or something like that. Number 94. I remember he played 94.
Kareem Gobble.
Yeah. You remember.
Yeah. So, all right. What do you want to do?
That's it, folks.
Yeah. What do you want to do next week?
Want to do the hard rock bands?
We're gonna do hard rock bands.
Top 10 hard rock bands.
We'll probably have, if we don't have an extra person, no, we won't have an extra person here next week. We might have an extra list.
Exactly.
And just to let everybody know, we've got a special episode coming soon called Point 4. It's going to be a roundtable. 4 of the greatest wrestling minds in Stevens Point sitting around talking about wrestling and how it's evolved from when we started watching to where it is now. So watch out for that. That's going to be coming probably in a couple weeks. I'm going to put some more time into editing that one so it looks pretty. So yeah, episode 15. Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you next week, folks.
See you next week. I was going to wait until long you said that.
Why do I feel like it's never gonna stop?